Hello everyone, welcome to my tiny little workshop. It is very cluttered at the minute and very untidy. I've had a lot of projects on the go at the minute. I've been making gun stocks and all sorts of things. Anyway, what I want to show you today is this. This is the new Sabre 300 bandsaw from Record Power. And this really is a fantastic bit of kit. I was very lucky to get this just over 4 months ago. I got one of the first ones that was available to have it on test. Record Power supplied it to me to try it out and see what I thought. So this is a proper long-term test, so I really can give you some good feedback on this. Not quite as shiny and lovely as when I first got it. It's been in my very dusty workshop and it's certainly had a lot of use. But what I'll do first of all is I'll show you some of the features of this bandsaw. So this is the upper assembly with the blade guides. It's quite difficult to show you because I have got it covered in dust, but it's all finger tightenable. There's no tools required, toolless adjustment, so you just loosen this off and then you can micro adjust the actual blade guides just using this dial. And I don't know if you can see the guide block just sliding out there, but this is so easy to adjust and it's accurate. Because it's easy, it's accurate to adjust. Once you got your desired adjustment, you just hand tighten it and it's all solid. Really clever design, and it's the same underneath as well in the lower blade guide assembly. Not as pristine as it was, it's had a lot of use. But here we are, we've got the sliding guide or mitre guide, nice and solid. This is the fence, which is very clever how it works. You can micro adjust it, which I'll try and show you, and you can also, it's got a little cam system on it to compensate for bandsaw drift. I like the finish on this with the badge and everything. It's all looks really smart. If I open this up, you can see the heavy duty wheels on here, and these are all balanced, really nice. All the safety switches. You've got a window as well, so you can actually check the tension on the blade as well from the outside. Very nicely laid out and all adjustable with finger tension. No, most of it is toolless. Can unlock the height adjustment. And it all works really smoothly. Got tension adjustment here, so you can take the tension off the blade when you're not using it. So here on the upright we've got this set of Allen keys with their own storage, which is really nice, just keeps everything to hand. The start and stop buttons on this are really nice. They're proper industrial ones and it's all fully braked. They're really nice, got a nice feel to them and they sound good as well. Down here next to the fence here we've got this little pin. This level locks the table level, and it's magnetized as well, so you don't lose it while you're changing the blade. Do excuse the mess here. Let's try and push stick. That's stored on the back. There's a hook on the back. But this is the fence adjustment. You've got two knobs here. If you want to micro adjust the distance the fence is from the blade, you can unlock the main locking knob, lock up the back one, and then you can use this to just dial it in. I don't know if you can see that, but it's moving fractionally as I twist that. So you can just dial in the precise thickness, which is very good if you're doing thin sections or veneer cutting. So you can then lock it off once you've got your position. The rail is all distance marked, very nice. Everything moves very smoothly. The fence can be moved at different angles fractionally to compensate for drift, which is where the blade wants to follow a different path to parallel. Very common on bandsaws, especially if you're cutting round bowl blanks, because the offset of the blades can be affected and it won't want to cut in a straight line after a while. So if you can alter the fence, it does the job. To do that, there's a couple of little levers on the back here, little knobs on the back here, and you can loosen these off, and I don't know if you can see that, but it's changing the angle of the fence. See if it's difficult to show you, but if we zoom in down there, it's difficult to show you, but I'm just changing the angle of the fence there. So here we are under the machine, and we've got the same easy adjust guide block system here for the blade, and trunnion to tilt the bed, and we've got two dust extraction ports. We've got this 2.5 inch one here, which is this little bay under the blade, right under the cutting part of the blade, and that takes the first bit of dust away. That goes down here. I've put a splitter on here, and then going round to the back there's a 4-inch duct, so they both go down into this splitter here, and that I connect to my cam vac. So 2 hoses. Can open up, show you the, there we are, there's the lower wheel, and there's that first section, and you can see there's a little plastic gate there, so a lot of the dust is removed by that 2.5 inch hose before it gets down into the lower section, and there it's removed by the 4-inch hose. There's the safety switch for the door. As I said, it's all a bit dusty because I've been using it. We have a cupboard down here, storage cupboard in the base, very useful for spare blades and mitre guide and things like that. Coming round to the back, there's the dust extraction hoses, 1.5 kilowatt motor, and this all runs off a 13 amp plug socket, so suitable for any workshop. The optional bed extension on here, but if you wanted a smaller footprint you could remove that. It's a very, very neat little machine with big features. We all know what a bandsaw does, but here's a quick clip of it in action. This is some very hard oak that I'm just cutting down to make these little blocks of wood, which I turn on the lathe into dowels. These are going to be used as plugs to cover some screws in a project I'm doing. I'm making an oak stool that I'm taking to make as central, which will be used on my stand. So just using the bandsaw and the fence, like I say, to cut down this very hard oak. And here's the finished stool. And there's the plugs. The little oak plugs just covering the screws. As I said at the beginning of the video, this is a proper long-term test, not just an unboxing. So I can give you some proper feedback on this. I have to say I've been very, very impressed with this. The power of it is fantastic. The features on it are really good, really top notch. It's really good for doing accurate work. It's got the power to do heavy work. The dust extraction's fantastic. I love the micro adjustment on the fence. I like the cam adjustment on the fence to cope with bandsaw drift. These are all things that are so useful. The guide system for the blade is brilliant, and I know this is based on one of the Start-Right industrial machines. Really the simplest guides I've ever used to set up. Really quick and very, very accurate to set up, as well as being easy. I can honestly say there is nothing you know, to dislike about this product. I actually swapped this for I had a BS 400, a much bigger machine, and I have to say I haven't really missed it. I think at times I might miss the depth of cut, because obviously this is a smaller machine, but it's better suited to my little workshop really, and it's better suited to the majority of the work I do these days. But this really, really good. It's just coming out now. I think the pre-order's being taken. The blade I've been using in this is a Starrett blade, and I know Yandles, who are one of the main stockists for Record Power, they are doing a pre-order deal at the minute, including some Starrett blades, different Starrett blades to go with the machine. Really good blades, really, really good. The two optional extras I've got the guide, the sliding mitre fence guide, and the bed extension, the table extension. The table extension is useful to me, not so much as an outfeed table, just in my small workshop is somewhere extra to stand things while I'm working, but all good. Dust extraction works brilliantly, and the little storage cupboard underneath is very, very good. But there we are, can't recommend it enough, really impressed. And I'll put some links to the machine in the description. I'll put links to Yandles as well, because like I say, they are most certainly stocking this, and they have got some pre-order deals going on. But I shall be back soon with some more videos. But check out the links in the description, and thank you very much for watching.
More rubbish coming soon.